Today, from Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Miami Dolphins taking on the Indianapolis Colts.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Today, it's Week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Indianapolis Colts and the Miami Dolphins. Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. It's an early test here after 2 losses to start the season, and a game they probably really need.
Obviously, no way do they want to get to 0-3. Not many teams make the playoffs with that kind of a start.
Taken in at the 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And I think if you're handing out hardware through 2 weeks of the season, he might be your MVP. Already 7 touchdown passes in just 2 games. As we do know, though, in real life, they don't hand you out anything this early. A lot of games left to get through between now and the playoffs.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And this is going to be a Colts first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago. Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
Back to Taylor on first down. And some room to work. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. Lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
Before the game, when I said hello to him, I tried to give him a little dap, but he wouldn't give me any, and I thought he was snubbing me. But then I realized he's keeping all that flame to himself. How about the week he had last week? AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 11 catches, 120 yards even.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that he's off to a hot start here in his first month, and those are the kind of performances you expect to see going forward.
A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's got room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Once again, they run with Mixon.
And a good-looking run there. He'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Now it's Mixon running right. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Quick hitter to Jalen Waddle. And the Dolphins are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Mixon. Going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line.
On 2nd and goal, one man stands in the backfield, and that's Mixon. They'll give it to him again. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Giovanni Ricci. Throwing here to start the drive. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A big play there for Indy. And even 50 yards. Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll set up a throw. Flushed out right. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Hey, we can preach ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Over the middle and complete to Waddle.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On play action, they'll throw. Dumps it off to Mixon. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Good footwork at the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Back to throw.
Got a man. It's Waddle, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense. And guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll set up to throw.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Here's the 2nd and 7.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
Now this incomplete, and I don't see any flags coming out. He was clearly in the pocket, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, and that brings up 4th down.
And his kick is good, and the Dolphins have taken the lead.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
From the 6. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it. And if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
Second down and 7.
He'll drop to throw.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight.
The Colts send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. The Colts come to the line.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
They run once more with Taylor.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, the Colts are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. The front office all smiles when the ink went dry on this new contract.
Not only them, how about the coaching staff? Because oftentimes the front office, the coaching staff may have different opinions about the value of a player. I think everyone was in sync on this one. He's a guy that they needed to keep.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Touchdown! From 13 yards out.
And the Colts have regained the lead.
The Colts come to the line. So we are in the final minute now of the first half as this offense gets ready to take over. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They're going to look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now back to throw. He finds Taylor, complete.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Now he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Time to give you folks at home a look around the NFL on this first official weekend of fall. So let's get to it. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. And it's the Bills who have the lead in that one. Josh Allen with 3 touchdown passes. From there, let's get to Philadelphia. We check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Carolina Panthers. Devontae Smith, a touchdown reception. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check in on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. And you can see they trail in that matchup against the Tampa Bay Bucks. The Buccaneers locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? Find out. We give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback.
Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
2nd and 3.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, and he was able to get it by playing. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Back to throw again. He's got a man. It's his fullback.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
53 to 1. 53. Check 53. I got you. Let's go. And we got flag number 52.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. The 30. 10. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. This was a on 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So here are the Colts to take over. They were losers to Kansas City a week ago, but they are out in front right now. Back to throw now on 1st down. He rifles one that's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. So a turning point. So now on comes the Dolphins offense as they'll try and go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. Past the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Pittman, his 4th touchdown. First and 10, Taylor now. 102 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Taylor. Stiff-armed him. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. That good for 19 and a first down. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd down, another run with Taylor. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. Jalen Phillips, the edge man on the tackle. And now they're in the hurry-up. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Charles, even as... Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Flush, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Boy, shifts past him. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Colts! Michael Pittman, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. Got a man. It's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over.
Check, check.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And some space here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 176 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Colts, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
She back got me.
Tonight, from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And a peek at a guy with a lot of experience. His 9th year now in the NFL under center.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, so we'll see if he can keep his string of good games going right here.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. A huge play there right off the bat. 62 yards. Defense blitzed, but they picked it up pretty well.
Allowed their man to stand firm in the pocket and not be hurried, didn't it? That allowed him to make the nice.
Throw downfield to help complete that play.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And he's brought down. For number 11. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal. Taylor will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and it pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Jags now set to get their first drive. They're led by the number 1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
The word is potential, potential, potential. Think about this guy from the time he was in high school, one of the top prospects going to college, coming out of college, mentioned as a generation. Type quarterback. He looks the part. Tall, big arm, surveys the field, and can take off and run when under duress.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Lawrence. Man open. That's Calvin Ridley. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Etienne up the middle, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The numbers on the ground for Etienne last week. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lawrence. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. On 3rd down, Lawrence. They'll wind up losing about a dozen on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Aaron Sipas now. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a fair catch call for him made just outside the 15-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. 30, 10, touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Pittman with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their... Second and 5 now. Lawrence going right side here, and that's complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Straight ahead, Etienne. Able to avoid him at the 40. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 44 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Lawrence. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. This defense for the Colts, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Taken in at the 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here comes Jonathan Taylor and his teammates. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they've presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as the season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. They go play action here on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And 22 more yards there and another first down. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Switch. 19 Tiger.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. The Colts had 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they moved back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year, because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
Again, he'll drop to throw, eluding the pressure right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on third down. They'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And his kick is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Screenplay, here's Etienne. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. Looking to throw again on second down. Lawrence. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now Lawrence. And able to find Kirk complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk. He has career touchdown number 78, tying it with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list.
And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score.
And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Throw left side, taken in by Pittman.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. They'll look to throw here.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete.
On the move past the 40. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25.
A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
He'll get this one to Pittman.
And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
They'll run the toss here with Taylor.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it's 2nd down. Now the Jags are moving quickly in the hurry-up.
And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted.
Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
There's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Colts going to take over now late in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Flushed out right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On the draw is Taylor. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 9 now. Flush to his right. Wide open receiver complete. He's got room at the 30. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. They'll set up to throw. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now another timeout. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. From there, we're off to check out another game. And it was the visiting Dolphins who were able to get the victory. The Dolphins struggling to find their footing early in the year, still looking for their first win after 3 straight losses. And then one more to highlight, Monday Night Football. That'll be a good one between the Seattle Seahawks and the LA Rams. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race, very one-sided to this point. And for the
and they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 32-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Running out of the gun with Etienne.
And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Check, Mike 42. Check, 42's the mark. Check, 42's the mark.
On play action, Lawrence. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Field goal coming from Younghoe Koo.
He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here are the Colts to take over. They were winners over the Dolphins last week. They are on top right now as well as they come up 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing left side, it's complete.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Escaping the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Ed Oliver bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Looking to throw. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
Well, there were about 70,000 that were quickly calling for that flag. It comes out there for pass interference.
What do you think, partner? A little sarcasm in that cheering from this crowd here tonight. What they're hoping now is to build a little momentum off of it and give them a more genuine reason to cheer down the road.
And he comes back with one complete.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. from the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. On third down, here's Taylor. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On first down, Lawrence. Open man right side is Ingram. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. On second down, a run with Etienne. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Now Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Calvin Ridley. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars get a bit closer. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Colts football, and Michael Pittman, helmet back on and ready to go. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting him, that's where it really becomes fun, because let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. On play action, they'll throw. On the move to his left. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The Colts on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. Hasn't had his best game running the football here tonight, but hey, that's a critical spot right there to convert on third down, and he did it.
And the lights are shining just a little bit brighter right now, aren't they? You remember the beginning of the game? If he gets this first down, everybody's happy. That's cool. But here, that was critical, and it really energizes him.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down. He'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Jags are right back in this football game. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence finds his tight end Ingram. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You've got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's good for 28 yards.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Lawrence to throw. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 28. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And they've just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
They'll wind up losing 11 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. And he's got it. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, his first touchdown on the year. So here we go now as the Jaguars will go for 2. They're going to try and run, but he will not get into the end zone. And that one hurts as it will remain a 2-score game here in the 4th. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way now. It's a big uphill battle for the rest of the 4th quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a one-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it... do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 23 yards on the play.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Back to throw here. Touchdown! Michael Pittman, his 2nd touchdown of the night. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Lawrence will throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They run once more with Taylor. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Check, man. Check, man. Check 52. Switch. Go, Reed. Go. Switch gears. Check, Panther. Ready, go.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for Indianapolis, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they're going to fall to 3-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Sports.